Hey there folks, welcome to the channel again. We are back with another hot topic that's got the internet buzzing. Today we're diving into the controversial world of tech mogul Elon Musk and his recent defense of Dilbert creator Scott Adams' racist comments. Now, I know this is a touchy subject, and some of you may already be feeling a little uncomfortable. But let's face it, when two big names like Musk and Adams collide, it's bound to cause a stir. So whether you're a die-hard Musk fan, a Dilbert devotee, or just someone who's interested in the latest online drama, buckle up and get ready for a wild ride, because things are about to get heated. Who is Scott Adams? In case you didn't know, Scott Adams is an American cartoonist and creator of the popular comic strip Dilbert, which satirizes the corporate world and office culture. He has been publishing Dilbert since 1989, and the comic strip is syndicated to over 2,000 newspapers in 65 countries. Adams has also written several nonfiction books, including How to Fail at Almost Everything and Still Win Big, and Win Bigly, Persuasion in a World Where Facts Don't Matter. However, he has also been criticized for controversial statements he has made about various topics, including race and gender. What exactly did Scott Adams say? Scott Adams, the creator of Dilbert Comics, has found himself in some hot water after making some controversial comments about Black Americans. His upcoming self-help book, Reframe Your Brain, has been canceled by Penguin Random House after Adams referred to Black Americans as a hate group. Adams faced widespread criticism from media outlets, including the Washington Post, and his Dilbert comic strip has also been dropped by major newspapers. The comments were made during an episode of his YouTube show, Real Coffee with Scott Adams, where he suggested that white people should get the hell away from black people. This was in response to a poll which found that a significant number of black respondents disagreed with the phrase, "it's okay to be white," which has been co-opted by white supremacist groups to provoke anger and stoke the culture wars. Adams later took to Twitter to defend himself, saying that he has been a victim of direct racism perpetrated by white people, and that white people in the media are also the main source of worsening race relations. However, many have pointed out that his comments only serve to further perpetuate harmful stereotypes and perpetuate division. It's a shame that Reframe Your Brain won't be seeing the light of day, as it was meant to be a guide to changing one's thinking about potentially harmful things like alcohol. But it's clear that Adams has some work to do when it comes to understanding and addressing issues of racism and discrimination. Has Scott Adams actually ever done anything to help the black community like he suggests? There aren't any significant contributions that Scott Adams has made to the black community. In fact, some of his comments and actions have been criticized as insensitive or offensive by some members of the black community. For example, in 2016, Adams faced backlash after he tweeted that he didn't believe systemic racism existed in the United States and suggested that the real issue was a lack of personal responsibility among black people. His comments were widely criticized as dismissive of the experiences of black people and the systemic barriers they face. It's worth noting that a lack of notable contributions to a particular community doesn't necessarily mean that someone is inherently racist or insensitive. However, it is important to acknowledge and confront harmful beliefs and actions when they arise, and to hold individuals accountable for the impact of their words and actions, especially when they are famous. What did Elon Musk say to defend him? Elon Musk stirred up controversy on Twitter when he defended Scott Adams, the creator of Dilbert Comics, who had made racist comments on his YouTube show. In a now deleted tweet, Musk asked, "What exactly are they complaining about?" in response to Adams' criticism of media outlets pulling his comic strip. The Tesla CEO went on to accuse the US media of being racist against whites and Asians, claiming that the media that used to be racist against non-whites has now turned against whites. Adams has suggested that black Americans were part of a hate group and advised white people to avoid them altogether. In addition, Musk also alleged that elite schools in America are also racist. The controversy has sparked a heated debate on social media about the nature of racism and how it affects different groups. What is the aftermath of this on Scott Adams? Since 1989, Dilbert has been a regular of American newspapers' humor sections. In it, a depressed office worker and a canine talking character take aim at the trends in corporate culture. The distributor of Dilbert is likewise breaking off contact with Mr. Adams, the business tweeted. Although valuing free expression, Andrews McMeel Universal stated that they would never condone any criticism founded in bigotry or hate. The Wall Street Journal reports that a new Dilbert book that was scheduled to be released in September was also canceled. The anticipated book, Reframe Your Brain by Mr. Adams, will not be published, according to Portfolio, one of Penguin Random House's divisions. After the Washington Post, the Los Angeles Times, and other outlets pulled the well-known cartoon, Mr. Adams claims that his career is over and that the majority of his revenue will be gone by next week. The USA Today network, which owns and/or controls dozens of newspapers across the country, is one of the media entities that has stopped running the Dilbert comic strip. The comic is written and drawn by Mr. Adams. He made the remarks in reaction to a Rasmussen Report survey, which many people saw as advocating segregation. The statement, "It's okay to be white," was put to the test with respondents. The term is thought to have first appeared in a trolling campaign in 2017 and has subsequently been utilized by white nationalists. 53% of respondents who identified as black agreed with the statement, 26% disagreed, and the remaining respondents were unsure, the poll found. Those who objected with the statement were referred to as belonging to a hate group by Mr. Adams. Given the current state of affairs, Mr. Adams declared, "I would say the best counsel I would give white people is to get the hell away from black people, because there's no fixing this." A black cartoonist who won the Pulitzer Prize called Mr. Adams a disgrace. But he wasn't the only one, said Darren Bell. Even among cartoonists, his prejudice is hardly unusual, he claimed in the New York Times. The Center for Countering Digital Hate and Anti-Defamation League report that since Mr. Musk took control of the social media network in October, there has been an increase in hate speech on Twitter. Well, folks, there you have it. The debate rages on over whether Elon Musk's defense of Scott Adams' racist comments was appropriate or not. Some people are calling Musk out for supporting bigotry, while others are applauding his commitment to free speech. But no matter where you stand on this issue, one thing's for sure, it's important to have open and honest conversations about difficult topics like racism. And while it may be uncomfortable to confront our own biases and prejudices, it's the only way we can truly move forward as a society. So let's keep the dialogue going. Let's keep challenging each other's beliefs, and let's keep striving for a world where everyone is treated with respect and dignity. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.